Hello, fellow viewer. I said fellow viewer there. I don't know why, because I am inherently not a viewer of the Sleepy Stream. By principle, the Sleepy Stream does not function if I am here watching it. Anyways, hello there, and welcome back to the Sleepy Stream. Starting earlier than you might have expected. I wonder why that is. Is it maybe, what could it be? Is it maybe because Blashwath said something about playing video games? Ooh, I think I remember hearing something about video games being played on Thursdays and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wonder what. Let me check my. Oh, look at my watch. Can you see the time on my watch? It's 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow. Wow. Look at that timeliness. Absolutely mental, isn't it? Anyways, we are here. I've not updated any of the relevant information that I should have for the Sleepy Stream because it still lists us as doing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. No worries, we're playing Nier Automata. If you remember, if you are a, excuse me one moment, if you are a long-time viewer, and by long-time viewer I mean if you were watching the stream roughly a month ago, you would remember we did Nier Automata once, got through about the first 30 minutes, the sort of tutorial level and first main boss, and my microphone right now, also you should know, is acting, the microphone itself is not acting up, my mic arm is kind of being annoying, so hopefully you can hear me in all of my gravelly glory. Gotta get that voice ready for the Sleepy Stream, you know? So yeah. Also, there's an input delay going on right now because when I'm playing on my PS4, because of my capture card, I've got to work out some sort of like 1.5 second delay basically between this input and that input. But I guess technically you would never know that unless I said it. I'll turn it off when we get to the Harry Potter portion of the evening. Anyways, as you might remember, I mentioned earlier, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to play some Nier Automata today, but on the normal, it is video games. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays and Sundays, and here we are for that. Don't worry, if you're tuning in and you're like, I don't care about this, I just want to watch the Harry Potter part of it, or if you are one of those few people, and by few people I mean no one, but if you're watching this back on YouTube, go ahead, jump about 2 hours forward in the upload, and you will get to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Or I might even humor you and upload that as a separate little bit. Now, of course, another clerical matter to clear up just before we get started is there's going to be about a 5 to 10 minute intermission before we switch over to Harry Potter, wherein I get cozy on the bed over there, move the microphone over, rearrange the lighting, that sort of stuff. So if you want to take a pee break yourself at that point, that would be a great time to do it. That'll be at about 8:20, we'll call it. Also, that is not, you should know, that's not like the be-all, end-all destination of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm still, or just the reading part of the Sleepy Stream in general, the bedtime stories. This music is really loud, it's killing me. I'm still trying to work out, because I feel like the angle I film it at and that, all of that, it doesn't look very aesthetic. I think if you look at the camera right now, it looks pretty darn aesthetic. It's slightly off kilter if you look at it very closely. Not even that closely. If you look at it any more closely than you already are, you'll notice that that shelf does not seem straight, and that's because this camera is not 100% level. But, you know, generally fairly aesthetic, fairly cozy, I'd imagine. And I want to replicate this level of warm coziness for the reading part of the Sleepy Stream. I'm just still working out, basically still working out, where is the best spot of my bed to sit? Like, what is the most conducive spot of my bed to sit on when recording? the bedtime story when streaming the bedtime story part of it. I don't know that yet. I don't have the answers. I don't pretend to, but I'm thinking it might still be over there, but we rehash the camera, or it might be over there, but the camera stays about where it is and we pull it around. Because if you notice, this camera, it looks good right now because my light is meant for a very close distance here. If I humor me, I know we're supposed to be playing video games right now, but if I scroll back to like here, I am in the dark. That camera I have is like, the light I have is a vanity light. It is meant to light stuff that is close to it. Obviously, as it follows, when I'm up here, I can look all nice and warm and properly lit and cozy to an extent. And the background doesn't have these super high contrasting shadows or anything like that. So something to consider there. I will puzzle that out, and you know what? I bet by tomorrow, or even tonight when we do the stories, we'll have a very aesthetic stream. But I am working towards that. It's also because I've got those, they're not turned on right now because they run on battery, so I try not to waste that. I've got those lovely little rose lights, and I want them to be in the frame somehow, you know. I've also got the moon over here. I don't know if you caught this on, no, I think I brought it up on stream yesterday. Turn on, damn you. Great, it doesn't. You had one job, Moon, and that was to turn on right now when I wanted you to. Let me see if I can plug this bad boy in. I got the moon. I mean, you can still see it. It's just not as much fun when it's not on, you know? There we go. Ta-da! It's all red and angry. There we go. So I got the moon, and this was really just an aesthetic decoration for this suite, but I want to see if I can get this somewhere nice. I feel like this is a good bedtime story vibe, right? If I hold it really close, you might be able to see it in. Yeah, you can see it's got like craters and shit. It's like, you know, it's not high quality, but it is well detailed. So I want to see if I can get this somewhere for the bedtime story portion of the evening. Really get like a cozy. I've got big plans. I think that's the small and tall bit. I've got big plans for the bedtime story portion. I think the main thing is just consistency. We're just trying to read every night for now, and then if I can slowly work up the aesthetics while we build up, we'll be winning, you know? So, yeah, so that's all the clerical stuff I think you should know about. Is Nier Automata on Thursday evenings, and Sunday evenings it is. That's our other gaming bit. And Sunday evening, I'm currently feeling some Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. I've got my PS4 with me, obviously. Got some games back there you can see, but we've got Until Dawn. Until Dawn might be a really fun stream game if we can accrue people for it, which I think we can. So Until Dawn, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, and Nier Automata are my PS4 games, so perhaps... Sorry, my headphones are really finicky these days. I just need to get a better adapter for them, but perhaps we can accrue people for Until Dawn. So we'll see, something to think about. If you were a friend, there we go. That's not better. Jesus Christ. These headphones are actually going to be the death of me. They are not 3.5 millimeter. They're the like big. I don't know what they're called. The big cables. So I need an adapter, and my adapters always seem to get really finicky really fast. Okay. That's enough stalling. I have got, although we're not at the cozy portion of the evening yet, because I'm me, I've got a cup of chai, and I had some lovely hobnobs to go with it earlier. Anyways, let's see if we can't transition over to Nier. There we go. Okay, and we're here. So, you know what? I think we've stalled long enough. If people are going to turn up, they are going to turn up, and if not, well, it's just me playing some video games. So, without further ado, let's continue our game of Nier. Why do I have 2 save files? Is the question. This is the most recently played, so I guess we're gonna go for that, but I should probably delete that one at some point, so it's not confusing, because they are literally named the same thing. Anyways. The volume on this is very loud for me, you should know. I hope it is somewhat... Oh, you know what? I think... Do I have it? Do you guys have game audio right now? Because we definitely had it earlier, and now I'm concerned because I don't see it popping up. There we go. Yeah, I just turned it down. Okay. And that is very hopefully in sync with my voice and commands. And if it's not, it's going to be awkward. Anyways, if you remember, I think where we left off in Nier was our black box. We used that to self-destruct. And now we're on like a moon base or something, space station. And we are planning on going to the moon, honestly. Don't remember all of it. Yeah, what's up, 9S? No, you're fine. Okay, I think we haven't properly explored any of this. So, I think this is our objective right here, or it's the other way around. Well, let's take a look around. Yeah, I think that red marker is an objective marker, so... Let's take a brief look around the space station before we actually go anywhere, you know? Oh, that's right. I think we bought, if I'm not mistaken, we bought a thing that lets us fish. And I'm not sure yet if fishing is with regards to... I think you say fishing is for items. You farm experience points, but you fish for items. So I'm not sure if it's that or if they mean actual fishing. I really hope they mean, like, with a rod, you know? Hello. Yeah? Try not to actually die. See, what does that mean? How do I actually die? If I can upload my data, surely at any given point there is already previously existing data of mine that is up on the cloud or whatever. So there's literally no way I would actually die. Wow, this music is really relaxing. Ooh, what's that? No, it's not my bed. Oh wait, that's 9S's bed. I'm not sleeping in 9S's bed. That's gross. He's a boy. Ooh, cooties. Okay, is there anything in these? Oh, there is. Okay. Oh, the O stands for operator. So what does the B stand for? Or am I just? I think I'm crazy. What would the S stand for? Service. Oh, does B stand for battle? Battle droid. Have I been using the recovery items? I think I have. And I think I bought some recovery items, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. Small and mediums. Okay. I love how they've just got stuff lying around. Ooh, what's this? Going outside? Nope, just a higher level. Can't access that right now. Ooh, a shop? Look, it's another 9S boy. Need any maintenance done? Ooh, upgrades. What is that? Just levels him up, increases attack. I do not have the required materials. I need 10 tree seeds. 10 mushroom. What are these? Why do I need tree seeds and mushrooms to upgrade a robot? I understand the rubber and the power-up part. Cannot fuse. Okay, don't know what that is yet. And what can I buy from him? Oh my Jesus God. A laser? Sorry, my mic is probably really loud right now, isn't it? Let me check the levels. Is that any better? I feel like I'm probably peaking it a lot, especially when I get excited about lasers. We've got a hammer. Oh, these are awesome. Ooh, like that. We're not lame. We don't need barriers. And increased item storage. Okay. Okay, so S is for scanner. O is obviously operator. So I think B must be battle. I guess you could do C for combat. I'm not sure what else. Anyways, I think we've been stalling quite a bit. What? What is the small talk? They're robots. They're freaking robots. Why? How do robots decrease their waistline? And I love how when you talk to them, they're like, yeah, we're talking about Earth right now. And they're in this long, hearty conversation about waistlines. Oh boy, that's my favorite. Hey, got up out of bed. Come talk to me. Nope. Okay, she's sleeping and her head is clipped right into that pillow. Gotta love it. Hey, how's it going, Akshay? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us for the near portion of the stream. I forgot to relabel the stream, so it still says us playing Harry Potter, or reading Harry Potter, that is to say. Don't worry, we'll be reading Harry Potter at the standard time of 8:30. Right now, though, we've got some quests to kick through. If you guys remember, just a brief summary before we get right back into it. No, stop. Shut up, 9S, God. Yeah, if you remember last time when we were playing this, we had to blow up our black boxes. 3,000 gold! They just leave that lying around in the back. I also love how this advanced futuristic society is using the gold standard on the moon. No, sorry, if you remember, we used our black boxes to blow ourselves up, but we destroyed a bunch of Goliaths, so it was worth it. They're obsessed with giving orders. They forgot to provide details on the actual mission. And, as you know, of course, Harry Potter will be at the usual time. Okay. Well, you can't transfer it to being an operator unless you're one of the fancy-looking female operator types anyways, so... Glory to mankind. Those are such hesitant glory to mankind's. So I'm one of those people who has to, like, talk to everyone. Nikolai says I can suck him dry. Do I know Nikolai? I feel like I know a Nikolai. Also, that's my phrase. Suck me dry, that's my phrase. So, et tu, Nikolai, et tu. Man, these operators. Yeah, what's with the skirts? Why do the battle droids have the skirts and the operators have the skin-tight suits? None of it makes sense. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. My partner seems tense. Do you think it's something I did? Yeah, probably. Why are they all so obsessed about these, like, we're robots, dude. Stop worrying about the little stupid... Ooh, I can still fire stuff in here. That's great. Love it. I can't actually remember all of my controls. Oh, whoa, wait, what was that? Can I really Mario ground pound in this game? Except with an absurd upskirt? Yes. Yes, I can. Are you feeling alright? Oh, see, this operator is female. So I guess, oh, but 9S is not an operator. What am I on? Okay, you know what? I think we really ought to get... That's fantastic, thank you. Your weird Zelda-esque veil is fantastic. How goes the mission? Great. Okay, let's get this done.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Maintenance finished?
She looks like
Yes,
a Bloodborne
Commander.
character.
You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time.
Why is it
Understood.
risky?
I
They
know
still
you're fresh
haven't
out of
established
maintenance,
that.
But I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the
Also,
surface.
this is the game
Rendezvous with
volume
the
too
Resistance and
loud.
do some
I'm gonna
recon.
turn it down a little.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated resistance contact already?
That's probably better.
We haven't been able to get in touch
Let me
with
know.
them, so we'll need you to look into that as well. Understood.
Okay. Head to the surface from the hangar. I'll be honest, I totally zoned out for like a hot second there. They were saying stuff. The lights were on, but no one was at home. Also, unlock. There we go. Yeah, run around down there. I love follower mechanics.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive.
Weren't we
for us
using
parts.
flight units in the
Bad they
first
can't
mission?
mass-produce these things yet.
Oh, you look somewhat similar to me. Well, yeah, don't just be plotting to yourself loudly in the corner if you don't want people to notice. Come on. Okay, let's get to the hangar. I think it goes this way. Let's save. I feel like this game has taught me that I need to be saving when I can, considering you don't save for the whole freaking first mission. There we go.
The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. On to the hangar. Getting ready for our next mission. We've spent a good bit of time faffing about here. Weird. I feel like these little things are starting to hint that maybe these androids aren't all the way robotic, you know? Okay, if we're combat types, why is she not 9C? I love how they all have small talk. If you stand up next to any of the crowds, you can hear them making small talk, but it's completely irrelevant. Also, these flight units are so cool. They're like Transformer mechas. Okay, here we go again.
A2B, why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job?
Because
If all they want is intel, we scanner
Whoa.
models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
All right, all right.
I did not realize I had that giant shooty thing.
2B, you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions.
I love new weaponry.
Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
I'm not sure if I'm approaching this the right way. Okay. Jesus, there's just, I mean, already, and we're just starting this mission, there's always so much going on the screen at any given point in time. I've never been very good at these types of games, so we're really gonna see how this goes. Ow. Okay, you know what? Oh, can I not use I can't use recoveries right now?
I've set a
Yikes.
landing point for your flight
Okay.
units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position. Understood. Good luck down there.
Ooh. I was doing loops. Okay. Well, let's pick up those items. Tree seed. Oh, I needed tree seeds. Nice. Okay. I need 10 tree seeds if I remember. I really want to get that freaking laser beam. So we're going to have to scope this whole place out, find all the hidden stuff. Ooh, a lock I can't open yet. Gotta remember to come back here. Anything in here? Okay. You know what? That's enough scoping stuff out for me. I am keen to get a move on here. Oh, I don't have my giant sword floating behind me. So I'm gonna cry without it. Okay, or just force me to walk over there, that's right. City ruins, got it.
Target location acquired.
Could have told you that one
Marking on
myself.
map. Proposal. Proceed to target location.
Okay. Oh, yikes. Well, he got up there. How come I can't? Lame. Go away, 9S. Stop making me feel insignificant. Inferior. I almost said insuperior, because that's totally how English works. That looks like a long fall, even for an android. Can I equip my large weapons, or do I just not have them right now? Yeah, I've just got the small one. Huh. Did I unequip that large one for some reason earlier and just forgot about it? I guess we're just going with heavy attacks and our badass android kicks for now. And that's nothing important, is it? Oh! Nice going, 9S. Sorry, just really want to scope this place out before we go down any further. This feels very much like a collections-y kind of game, so... Okay. I think the good thing is we can get down levels in multiple ways, so... Ooh. Oh, that's a lovely little sight of the city. Not going down there for now, though. Okay. Let's continue the descent. I'm surprised we haven't seen any enemies yet. I know we're just at the start of a mission anyways, but... I also feel bad about cruising through these floors too fast, because I feel like I'm going to be missing stuff. Because every game like this has like 5 billion Easter eggs on every freaking floor. And you just have to... Oh, I think that was an enemy walking. Yeah. Yep, I see him. See him down there. And... melee defense up. Okay. And there's something over there that I now need to puzzle out how to get. Okay. I'm never gonna know, is the answer. The answer is we'll come back and get it. But let's kill these robots first. Whoa, 9S also has a pod. Has he had his own pod the whole time? Am I crazy? I don't remember that boy ever having a pod. Don't see a way up there. Ooh, little acoustic guitar going on in the background now. That's new. Quite different also. Ooh. Okay. It's definitely worth coming down here. God, another chest we can't open. I don't know if we're gonna come back and replay these levels or what. Or if I'm supposed to come back during the level and I'll get a key to unlock them or something. You know? Okay, let's go outside. Wow. Yo, why is 9S's sword gold? Mine's all boring and regular swordy, and he's got a gold sword. 9S is really holding out on me, man. Oh god, this is terrifying. Is this game a lot more open world than I first assumed? I think it is. There's stuff everywhere. Tree sap. Okay, we also did, I think, need tree sap. Why would you put an invisible wall here? That's the stupidest invisible wall I've ever seen. There's one here also. Why can't you let us go in? Why have you designed your building so poorly? I bet there's one here. Yep. Oh, is that just 9S? Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Are those cows? Are those... Okay, they're not cows. What are those? Are those giant moose? Those are giant moose. Hello? Mr. Moose? I feel bad about killing them, but I kind of have to kill one for science. Jesus Christ. Hold it. Okay, that really hurt. I don't know. Is that moose large for a moose, or is it a regular sized moose and I'm crazy? Aw, I feel bad. Beast hide. Interesting. Okay, I feel bad about killing that moose. Poor devil. Yeah, Jesus. How do I check my map again? Oh, gee, come on. Press buttons. We can do it. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much. This map is so big. Jesus Christ, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Okay. What is that? Thank God I can mark stuff. Okay, we're gonna do some wandering, some jovial wandering of no consequence. What's going on over here? This
Hypothesis: jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
Oh wow! I didn't mean to do that one, but I'll take it. Map information unlocked. Quick save. Yes, yes, I will. Don't mind if I do.
Map obtained from bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
This
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from this. Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they deploy some new satellites soon.
A general idea is good enough.
You don't let anything get...
No, I don't. I don't, 9S, okay? I don't fuck around. Okay. Okay, so that's better. That's cleared it up a little bit. We can see the buildings. Okay.
Do you?
I do want to know what that is over there. He said, trying to press the correct button. Okay, there we go.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Oh, should I not be killing them then? Are they... I mean, if they're just robots that aren't hostile, I feel kind of bad. Okay. Maybe we'll give them a pass then. I guess it is free experience though. Oh, bugger off. No, I mean, you're asking for it, Mr. Moose. Another chest we cannot open. I feel like we're really gonna get carried away exploring here if we aren't careful. Okay. This is purely innocent, I promise, not ill-intentioned. I was told there is an achievement you get if you look up 2B's skirt. I promise I'm not a perv. I was just told that there was an achievement you get, and you know I'm trying to 100% this game. So I'm gonna look up my skirt. I promise it's all innocent, okay? Age appropriate. This is an NSFW stream now. How do you even get that angle though? It's like almost they don't want you to look up her skirt or something. Great. Okay. That was it. That was it. I promise hands are up where you can see them. Nothing dirty about that. We just had a quick peek up our own skirt. There's nothing wrong with looking up your own skirt, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay, there's so much stuff all around here. And none of it is on the way to our own objective. Wow, those plants make such a rich noise when you boop through them. I love it. Starting to get some more area lag here, which is a bit worrying. I love this guitar, this acoustic guitar that comes in. Oh, here we go, more map data.
Jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
Plant life has claimed most of the central area. Big plants, too.
Oh! That was cool. How did I...
Wonder if there are any huge boars.
That looks like a normal sized tree if you ask me. Okay, so I noticed earlier in the last session we were playing that sometimes when the enemy's about to die, a little, like, you can press the circle button, and I hadn't done it before. That's an execution, and I love executions. You know me. Okay. Okay, let's start heading towards our objective. We've been faffing around quite enough, I think. Oh, look at... 2B stumbles a little bit when you try and go through a bush. That's great. I love that. Ooh. Impact bracer. What is that? Like gauntlets? Prevents a staggering attack, or staggering from an attack for 15 seconds. Okay. I'm really bad at using those, like, short-term power-ups in games like this. I don't know why, I just always forget I have them, so you'll have to bear with me if you never see me use that while we play this game. I feel like I'm walking around faster here. Ooh, water. It is actual fishing? Yes, please. God, bless up. Also, I don't think I ever actually equipped my fishing item. Which would not be in items. It would be in system. Would it be in system? I don't know, actually. Set type A? Customize? Equipped chips. I want to equip a new chip. All chips. Fishing spots. Oh, there we go. We can equip that. Okay. Great. Okay, wait. We can now see fishing spots in our heads-up display. I don't know if this counts as one. Let's fish. Let me fish. Why can I not fish? It was literally giving me the option to fish earlier.
Commencing.
There we go. I love that. She gets a little... oh, and look at little Pods hopped in the water. He's taking a little bath. Okay. Cast the reel in.
Catch lost.
Wait. Okay. Is he gonna bob when it's ready?
Catch lost.
I have honestly no idea how this works. You guys have to bear with me here.
Report failed.
Okay, go there. How do I tell when he's got a fish?
Report failed.
Okay, so he did bob that time. This is like, I love this fishing where I literally, as an android, conjure up a magical stool from nothingness, toss another robot into the water, and fish with it. See, he bobbed there, right?
Report complete.
Huh. Maybe I'm not doing this right. How do I fish, Mr. Robot? Won't you tell me? I mean, honestly, the water is not too deep here. Maybe it is not suitable for fishing. Although, then again... What was that? Something came up. If it prompts me to fish, I feel like I ought to be able to catch fish, you know? Why are you cock teasing me with fish right now, game? When I clearly just want my fish. Why would you tempt me with the glory of fishing and then not deliver? Okay, I'm gonna give this one last go. This fishing thing. I feel like I've heard that fish
Commencing.
show up around the deep water below waterfalls. So he definitely bobs if you let him sit in the water long enough.
Report failed. Complete.
Complaint? What are you complaining about, Pod? The fact that I can't fish? God, so rude. Just incredibly offensive. Okay, let's do it. Let's do our actual mission, because we're you know, really burning through time here right now. Okay, here's a building we can go into. Ooh, what is this? Groovy. Are these people? Wait, like real people? I thought there weren't people on Earth anymore.
So this is the resistance camp, huh?
Yeah, it
We
looks
should probably
like
go
it.
talk to their leader first thing.
No, that is not at all what we're gonna do. We're going to loot all of their supplies and talk to every unimportant person we can find. Is that person a robot, or is she just wearing a robot head? I am new here. Yes, I said that. I'm trying to talk to your friend. This guy looks important. Anemone? Really? Okay. Strange resistance woman. Oh, is everyone just gonna tell me to meet the leader until I do? Can I please have someone to actually interact with? Oh my god. You look fun. Oh, you're a Yura soldier. How come she has red hair when no one else has red hair? This game's really about to do me like this, isn't it? No, not you, 9. Oh my god, I'm going actually mental right now. Okay, I'm gonna put some tea on. I think I need some more tea right now to deal with this. Yura, actually.
You know about 2B?
Yes, well, the bunker told me to expect you. My name is Anemone. I'm the leader of the android
I like her
resistance that
outfit.
controls most of this territory. You must be the new scouts we heard about. Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
They just keep telling me to come talk to you, Anemone. Okay, so now will people talk to me? No, apparently not. God, why is everyone freaking antisocial out here? Okay, that guy actually said some stuff. What do we have here? Hello, sir. Supply trader. What can you get me? I don't see that you have, both of your legs look exactly the same to me, good sir. Okay. Yes, I will. You know what? I will help you out. Singing. They're singing now. Okay, Broken Springs. I feel like I already have that, surely.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Oh no, this world's gonna be this game's really open world, isn't it? Talk to me again, supply trader. What do you have to buy? Recoveries, a sachet. A pouch that emits scents animals love. Well, I've got to get one of these. Yeah, of course. And I have some animal bait. I think I can probably put the bait in it. Give to animals in order to ride them? We get to ride animals? Love it. Ooh, a broken key. Okay. One broken spring, one small gear, and one broken circuit. Won't forget, don't worry. Who else do we have here? Shop. I am with Yura. What gave it away? The, like, absurd torn skirt, the hair, the headband, the giant flying robot behind me? Please, let me know. Ooh, you think you can consult on my android body? Okay. Okay. Just, I mean, but could you do it, though? Do you think you could? Yeah, give me some advice, man. Give me some advice on android bodies. Oh, yeah. Now, give me some advice on weapons. Oh, on motion sickness, actually. Because there was that one female droid. Uh-huh. No, I'm good. What do you have? Once again, can upgrade my pod, but I need a lot of stuff for that first. It's the same stuff as the guy is selling on Moonbase. Okay. Just leaving stuff lying on the ground here. What's on the floor? A small recovery just laying on the floor. Right, got it, guys. Y'all take better care of your stuff. Okay. Maybe you're falling in love with me because I'm so beautiful, and have you seen my bangs? I'm just saying, have you seen these bangs? Because I don't blame you, you know? Honestly, I don't at all. Maybe it's cancer, though. You might want to get that checked out. How does everyone know about me getting upgrades and being a robot droid? Like, you're all just people, right? Nice weather we're having, eh? It is pretty gorgeous. I love the slight overcast, but still sunny look. That is a very Seattle vibe. It is nice weather we're having. Aww. Everyone's so supportive. I love it. Oh my god, he's talking way too fast. Wow, this music is really a vibe right now. This is relaxing me for the Harry Potter reading. Holy cow. What happened with the moon? Because we weren't actually very clear on the details, if I remember. We're gonna talk to her in a second. What is this music? One second, I'm gonna grab some tea. This music really sounds kind of Zelda, almost. I know this is like a very in a lot of ways, this is a very traditional RPG story-based game. Kind of, you know, very to the roots, unlike a lot of things. His memory circuit. Wait, are these people like cyborgs? Is their body manipulation or whatever upgrading? Yeah, this music is very Zelda in a lot of ways, but very like traditional RPG, which is kind of weird considering it's futuristic and I am an android and not an elf named Link. Oh, sorry, my bad. Zelda, the main character of The Legend of Zelda, obviously. Apologies. Okay. That is interesting to know. Okay. Let's talk to this. They called her a little girl, but she's clearly my height. I don't know if she went through puberty early, or if she's just on human growth hormone all the time. But I don't buy it. They also call her a woman. But how come it blinks when you... I'm sus of this woman. Whoa. This game is too difficult. Is this actual just like, what should I do when I die? Uh-huh. Items aren't transfer. Oh, we can recover. Okay, so we can find like our corpse and get stuff back. If you die again, that's very Dark Souls. Yep. How do I save? That access point over there. Okay. What time is that? 12:30. Okay. There is no autosave. I just want to ask about motion sickness. Just because they mentioned it. Okay, I think I'm good. Thanks, lady. I am going to save at that access point, and then we've still got an hour to burn. which means I can probably run that quest the guy was talking about to collect the robot parts. I am interested in weapons. Very much so. From the old world, like... Okay, are you also going to give me a quest? So we have to get our home base up and running, basically, before it's usable. Yeah, let's help him out. Yeah, of course, dude. He looks like... this guy looks like a nice guy. It's very interesting beard, but you know what? I'm down. 4 complex gadgets. Okay. So, let's access this... Or access this access point, he said. Jesus, 2B, calm down. Okay. Yes. No, quick save, please. Do it. Actually, please. Okay. So we have saved. Ooh, what's in here? A lot of stuff we're going to need to unlock. The good thing we've learned here is that we can revisit and travel. I like this town music, though. I dig it. I kind of... It makes me not want to leave. Okay. Let's look at our quests. Because I think all quests... I need a small gear and a broken circuit, and he said we can get those. Okay, access points are red dots. He said we could get those from a group of robots that was just outside and to the left, I think.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time. Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
It is too bad.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Say, how's the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine. Does that question have anything to do with our operation?
Wow, 2B, chill.
I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
2B, calm down, man.
That is so like you, 2B. Anyway, talk to you later.
You know, this brings up a really interesting question to me, though. If all the other androids, like 9S included, everyone else acts like they're like normal human walking the park kind of things, so why is 2B the only one who's like so stuck up and androidy? You know? Like, what is up with that? Makes you think. I should ask that man again where he said we could find the robots that we were looking for. What are these red spots also? What does it say? Oh, weapon dealer's request. Oh, literally they have the zones marked out for us. Great. Love it. Let's go for that. Yeah, why? I don't get why 2B is all like cold mission-y and to the point. I mean, at the very least, the operators seem pretty casual, and the service ones do also. So maybe it's just the combat types, because I don't think we've met another combat type. I want to get more of those executions in. I think we should aspire towards that. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button right as I'm about to do that. Okay, anyways. How do we sneak in to get to those bad boys? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when 2B comes for you?
This is the place that weapons trader was talking
He said there
about.
were incredibly aggressive
I'm
droids.
picking up hostile machine life.
No shit. Does the S in 9S stand for shit? Cause no fucking shit 9S. That's what we were told. Can we crouch and sneak around, or are we just gonna... Oh, I'm picking up complex gadgets. Stop. I love how she stumbles through every bush no matter how slowly you go through it. I guess that's, I mean, kind of realistic. No one's ever, like, even if you're expecting to go through a bush, are you really expecting to go through a bush? Another Blashwathism that makes absolutely no sense when you think about it, even a little bit. Okay. Okay. Let's pick up some more of these items. Saving possible. Okay. But I think we should take care of these incredibly aggressive, I think. What was the word? Aggressively hostile? Yep, there we go. Ooh, they're higher level than I am. There we go. Got him. Ooh, I like that acoustic guitar music fade in for combat. I'm not actually doing anything right now, am I? There we go. Peanuts! Dude, the combat in this game is so much fun. It is honestly so incredibly rewarding. Like, I love Dark Souls combat. Dark Souls combat is super rewarding. But this is great because it's a bit easier with the timings than Dark Souls. So you can land those dodges, and the way 2B just, like, teleports when you're doing the dodges. Oh, best freaking thing. Let's finish our other quest, 9S, before we head back. I love how I talk to 9S as if he is, in fact, a real person I can talk to. I do that all the time, though, with video game characters, so... how do I get out of here? I remembered there was an exit that was surrounded by droids that I kind of want to go through. Oh well. Found another one. I mean, not just the combat, the controls on the whole for this game are just so smooth. Okay, here I think we have some more droids to deal with. Actually, did they call them droids or bots? There's our execution. Love it. Absolutely love it, honestly. I should aspire to get more of those. I'm sure there's some benefit to that, like you get more combat points or something. Oh, there we go. Easy. Nice and easy.
That's everything the supply trader asked for.
Is there anything we want to do while we're out here? Areas to unlock. We got a lot of access points in and around we could visit, but I think for now, was there a close one that would actually be helpful for us to get? These bubbled out areas are the ones I think we're already familiar with. That would be a good one to pick up. I think before we head back, we should visit that access point.
Man, these chores are a real pain in the butt, huh?
Shut up,
The
9S.
Resistance is a valuable ally to your house. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no, I don't think they're a pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, 9S. Lighten up. Never took him to be quite a whiner, you know? We've also still got to figure out fishing in this game. I honestly might look up the fishing mechanic before the next time I play, to see if I'm just doing it horribly wrong or what. Okay. How do you think I get over to where I need to go? It's definitely not by climbing this invisible wall. So I'm gonna stop doing that and looking like an idiot. Ooh, bit of lag there. It's possible the game just does not want us going there yet, and I think that's actually what's happening here. Oh, it's on actually a lower level than we're at. Yeah, you know what? Let's just let us just go back and turn in those quests, you know? I don't think we're going there yet. Oh, you know what? Maybe these aren't fishing spots at all, because remember, we got the upgrade to show us where the fishing spots are. So maybe, like, the places where you can fish anywhere, but the places where you can actually catch fish are specific. Okay, here we go to our acoustic music again, hopefully. Yes? Love it. Hey, mate. Let's do the supply guy first. Ow. Ow, that was really hot. Guys, I picked up my tea mug and it was still really warm. I wasn't expecting it, actually. And my headphones are out. Oh. Okay. So we are in a body upgrade kind of world. But his left leg is the only real part of him that's left. Wow, this is like a do androids kind of question he's asking right here. I wish I could help him out. Okay, we got 3 warped wires, 2 medium recoveries, 2 amber, 3,000. Wow, I feel like he gave us 3,000 gold to go kill like 4 robots for him. Okay, so can you make stuff for me now? I keep pressing the wrong button because it's the circle button to talk to people, but the circle button's the back button. Yeah, we can get chips now. Okay, we don't have an experience gauge. Honestly, I don't feel like I need that. Max HP up for 500 gold. Yes, please. We can take multiple? Oh my god. Could we just totally max out our HP? Interesting. Let's get a weapon increase. Increases power of base weapon attacks by 2%. Let's pick up 2 of those. And that's good. That's good for now. Okay, Mr. Weapons Trader. Very wholesome. I don't think so, because if your friends didn't have weapons, they wouldn't be able to protect themselves. Why is everyone tossing these really deep philosophical questions at me? Okay, I'm back. It's a little while later. Wow. 5,000 gold. Love it. Yes. Okay. We could actually upgrade this weapon right now. We've got all the gear for it, and it increases base attack by 120 points. That nearly doubles it. Okay, love it. Increases attack speed also. So that's overall good. Now this weapon, I don't like how these... Oh, he did say he produces swords of the ancient world. I don't like how this looks. This looks honestly garbage. Like, look at this sword and tell me you would want to be seen with someone carrying this weapon. If you can honestly tell me... I mean, that sword, it looks like a giant cheese knife. It's got no hilt, basically. The blade is like as wide. Even this is kind of rough. This sword looks awesome. This sword looks freaking badass, man. Badass. This is just like, don't like it. And then what do we have here? A sword with a strange and uncomfortable aura. It's not actually got, I don't know what LT is, actually. But it's got a higher LT than this one. They're all level 1 weapons anyways. If I'm going to get any of them, it's this. But that is also 10,000 gold we're talking about, so, you know. For now, let's upgrade this bad boy. Great. Okay. So it's doing better now, and then... Well, can't afford it anymore anyways. Okay. So we finished. I don't know why I'm testing out my sword like it's somehow gonna be different. I need to ground pound someone sometime. Story of my life, man. Anyways. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Yes. Don't have the stuff for that yet. What was the fusing thing again? We can make chips. Oh, select the base chip. Okay. What can I do? Select a plug-in chip to be... Oh, I can fuse 2 chips together for 1. I don't know why I would not do that. So, I mean, it costs money, obviously, but yeah. Let's merge those together. There we go. And sorry, it looks like this game is going to have a lot of clerical stuff in it, so you guys are going to have to bear with me while we do this kind of stuff. Sort by equipped. Okay, how do we know when it's not equipped? Okay, circle is not full. So we've definitely got room to increase our HP by 100 points and also buff our attack by 42 and 31. Oh, those take up a lot of space is the thing. I see. Okay. Oh, it is a 12 cost. Got it. Well, for now, I'm always more of a glass cannon kind of player. So we're gonna toss that attack up down, which means I don't think we have room for this. Yep. No worries. Let's toss that bad boy down, and we'll call it there. Okay. And then combat racers. No, I swear to God, we had a large sword somewhere around here. Does that guy only do old or oops? Accidentally firing off pod into a crowd of resistance fighters. Hello. I feel like I've been sinking in my chair. Yeah, I have all evening. Slowly been dropping to the ground. No, he only sells these ancient swords. Man, I really want to pick this up because it's 320 attack. What's my current weapon is at like 270 though. In all fairness, it might not be worth it unless that's a heavy blade. So this has LT5 and HV. Oh, light and heavy. Oh, of course, I'm an idiot. Light attack 5, heavy attack 2. Got it. Okay. Used by the Samurai of the East. I like this. I think we can stick to this for now. Okay. So I think that wraps up our quests from... Oop, nope. And something's on the floor. Skill salve. I thought that was skin salve, and I thought it was like face cream. Like someone dropped their Innisfree face cream on the floor. Yes, give me a request. Yes, I can I don't get why it defaults me to no, I can't help you. So there's a desert nearby. Does anyone else around here have... Oh! Fast travel. Okay, I didn't realize. Good to know. I guess this is the only one we have so far, so it's the only one we can fast travel to. Okay, let's find out on the map. Where is the desert, actually? All quests. Well, we finished those two. Have I not accepted that quest properly or something? I swear to God it popped up. How's it going? Yes, I am. But you told me to go to the desert and then you didn't quite say where the desert was. See, it says down there, resist the machine eliminate in the desert. Where is the freaking desert, man? In all of this nonsense. Okay. You know what? Deep breaths. We're gonna find the desert, and I'm gonna start by going this way. All quests. Active quests. I just see I don't have active quests. Oh wait, it should appear on my map though, right? Because it is in... Jesus, this map is so freaking massive. It doesn't even appear anywhere. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna explore. We've still got a good 40 minutes to burn here.
Pod 042 to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location
Oh, there we go.
specified by resistance leader.
Understood, 042.
I've got mail.
Marker on target. The desert heat is going to make resupply efforts difficult, 2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
Okay, let's see where this is. Oh wow, I marked it in the right freaking direction. Look at that. I'm amazing. I was not even that far off. Okay, great. Love it. So we know where we're going now. I feel pretty well equipped to take this one on. I don't know why I feel well equipped. I've just got the one sword, and I'm currently under-leveled from the bots we've been fighting. So I'm really ill-prepared. But we're gonna do it anyways, you know? Look, I know there's epic music playing right now, and I'm trying to get to the desert, but I'm still hung up over the fact that someone told me there was an achievement for looking up 2B's skirt. And obviously, I can do this double jump ground pound, and you can totally see up her skirt. I just want to know if there's actually an achievement for that or not, okay? Like, if someone could tell me, if someone can tell me if that's actually a thing, that would be amazing. I gotta know, you know? It's killing me. Ooh, got some big boys wandering around out here. Yes, 2B's skirt will have to wait. Ooh, that was a yikes. Stop. I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so you have to knock them down if you want to get the execution. Like, if you're just battering them, it won't really do it. This music reminds me, there's a Norwegian band I listen to called, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's spelled something along the lines of Arstidir. I think you pronounce it something along those lines. But it sounds like that, which is, they sing like ancient Norwegian hymns and stuff like that. The combat is just incredibly rewarding. When you beat up one of those robots and then you land, and then you finally land that hit, oh my god, the execution, amazing. I hope I'm getting better at this game, but remains to be seen. Okay. So there should be a... music's fading out. Should be an access point for us over here. There we go. And I've also got a message to check, actually. Lost equipment. There's something I forgot to mention prior to your sortie. According to our analysis team, the equipment that was lost when breaking into the abandoned factory is still there. I've estimated its location. Okay. So that's probably a new quest for us. Is get that equipment. She said she's located it for us on our map. Yikes. In the abandoned building? I don't know where that is. Well, this is where we're headed anyways. I'm sure I'll find it when I'm in the area or something. That's very interesting. Does she stumble when she goes? That's such a nice touch. She's like, she stumbles when she goes onto the sand. Because I guess that would trip you up if you're just walking along on concrete. Love it. I really do. There's a good amount of attention to detail in this game. And I respect that. Okay.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface.
Hey, that's me.
Currently, our struggle against the machine life forms is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on. Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth.
Ooh, this looks spookums.
To mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
Huh, I'm not sure if I want to be going down here right now.
Mail notification received from access point.
You've got mail. I'm not sure we want to be exploring this path right now. I think we want to stick to the upper level, and we can come back down here. I think 9S, move out of the way, you big fat clod of dirt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you, 9S. I know you're touchy. Oh, what is going on with my camera view? Holy cow, I just spazzed the hell out there. I'm so sorry. Just lost all sense of perspective with these textures. Okay. Can we check our mail whenever? Or is it just... No, okay, it's just at the access points. Oh, hello. Hello. Are you friendly? Oh my god, it's exactly like the Mario ones. Okay, they don't seem to be a bother. They're level 7 for some reason or another, which is 2 more than I am. Can I get atop this? There we go. Something up here. Oh my... I did it. I freaking did it. I do that every time. There's an item, I want to get it, and I just run away from it instead. Okay, 2B, calm down this time. 1,000 gold points. I love how my D&D brain automatically changes it to GP instead of just gold. Auto use item obtained. Okay. I feel bad killing these things. They're like really not doing anything. But also they kind of walk towards me and it's a little intimidating. I'm not about it. Okay, let's find this access point, I think, and then do our exploring. It's always better to find your save point before you're... Ooh, here we go, some enemies. Sorry, I just... There we go with the ground pound. I don't know why. There's shadows on the wall, right? What are those shadows? Oh, it's from the light of my controller. Okay, there are these shadows popping up on the wall that are really freaking me out. It's like, what is that coming from? It's like, it looks... I wish I could show this to you somehow. It looks like some scene from freaking Psycho or something, where there's someone behind me just walking up. I have an overactive imagination. I'm sorry. It's what we're learning. Level up to 6. Ooh, items. Okay, we're almost at this save point. Interesting. It looks like there are enemies in this building. Or atop it? Interesting. Very interesting. I want to scope that out. He's got a gun. Well, not really a gun, but, you know. Ha! Love that. Man, 2B kicks like a bitch. I mean that in a compliment. That is not the phrase I wanted to use. I meant that as a compliment. And I feel like when you tell someone they kick like a bitch, it's definitely not a compliment. I'm sorry, 2B. You kick very well for what you are. Now that sounds like I'm being racist to androids. Great. Nice going, me. Oh, look at these nerds. Minding their own business. Yeah, piss off with that. Ooh. Hello? Okay, interesting. I think he just wanted to have a little nap before he died. Okay. Ooh, what is... Do you see this down on the... I don't know why I pointed at the screen like you could actually see it. There's something right now at the top of the map. There's like an enemy in the secluded cave area, and I want to see what he's doing all by himself. And I also want to fix my headphones so they stop being super freaking obnoxious. But I guess, you know, we can't all have what we want. It's getting real hot in here. Hello, sir? Sir, excuse me, can you not do that? Oh, I love that ground pound. That ground pound is amazing. That is my new favorite. Okay, we're ground pounding everyone. Ranged attack up. I keep saying, let's go to the save point first and then find... I just got a thick dictionary, guys. This dictionary, it's not one of your regular dictionaries. No, no, no. This is a thick dictionary. I don't know why I thought that was a support of key items. Nope. What would a thick dictionary do? A thick book thought to be a dictionary. I guess I can't really do anything with it, but maybe I can sell it to the people in the Resistance. They're like, we haven't had a dictionary in so long. Is it Merriam-Webster? Oh my god! The in-air combat? You can pull people up when you dodge? This game keeps getting better with its combat. I mean, I love this because I'm really sort of, you know, as with any game, you spam buttons now and again, but it makes you look so cool when you're spamming buttons. I promise you, I know what I'm doing. 100%, I know exactly what I'm doing. But, holy shit, I love it. Okay. Where's our save point? It should be right here, according to the map. Oh, it's not a save point, it's a person.
Hey, our leader told me all about you.
Hello.
Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you. I hear you're planning to take out all the machines in the desert.
Your name is
Guess
Jackass.
that means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So, Jackass, was it? What are you doing all the way out here?
Hmm? Oh, that? Well... wouldn't want to have anyone getting tangled up in that, now would we? Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
What? I am literally...
Don't go trying to be a...
Don't you say that to me. She didn't even answer the question. Okay. Well, let's go kill some droids, because...
Who opens a sealed gate with explosives?
What else are you gonna
There's gotta
open
be
it
an
with?
easier way, right?
It's sealed, 9S. That's the... By definition, it is hard to open. I do wonder if you get more experience points for killing them with the execution. Ooh, these guys, I think, look a bit different. Still very manageable. Okay, we are gonna... I don't think we're gonna be able to complete this mission and also do Harry Potter on time. So, we're gonna get started with this desert. Oh, this is a vast desert. This is a massive desert. Something is beeping in this ear right now. I'm not sure why. Oh, now it's gone. We have to defeat all the... Let me take a look at the map. What's going on here? I always zoom in the wrong way. Okay. Gotta go there. I guess these are all the enemies we have to fight. And there is an access point. So let's... We're gonna call it quits here. This game is suddenly Journey.
This sand sure is slippery.
Okay, we're gonna don't complain, 9S. This is fun. We're gonna go till 120, 125 at the latest, and then I'm gonna have to...
Careful.
120 definitely.
We've got enemies approaching.
And I'm gonna have to rework the stream. I don't see enemies though. Desert Rose obtained. Apparently, something should be... Oh, there we go. Android.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
What am I doing? I'm hopping about like an idiot right now. Okay. Well, we dealt with all of them one way or another. Okay. Okay, we got this. Nice and easy. There's something apparently over this way. I love the sand sliding. This is my favorite. Any game with sand sliding is a good game in my book. So you know what? This desert is a lot larger than I was giving it credit for. Okay. Ooh, got a couple floaters down here also. I'm gonna have to take care of them. Oh, man. I mean, okay. Combat is fun and rewarding, and seems easy until you get hit and you realize quite how much damage the enemies do when they do hit you. So we should be careful. Oh, he was malfunctioning. Could have... Okay. So we've got some more up here. Yeah, we're just gonna wipe through this. I think we've got time for it. Oh, is this a major quest? No, no, it's the same. Yep. Does that mean he wants to run from us, or... Ooh, yeah, it does.
It's heading for that rocky area.
Individual target ID marked.
Oh god. Oh no. This is... Please don't become a chase objective, because that means this is going to take time. And if this takes time, that means we're going to be late for Harry Potter. Okay, what are we discovering over here? Seems like a poor place to build housing.
What's that?
Analysis. It is the ruin of a former human residential area. Large numbers of humans resided in such concrete and metal shelters. The structures were referred to by names such as apartment complex.
I don't get why this is new information for you, 2B. Also,
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Shit, is that a major quest now? I think... Yeah, I think we've got to pursue that. We should get this access point. because that is going to help us in many ways, and the primary way it's going to help us is giving us a save point and a place to check our mail, because we've got 2 unread messages. Oh, there are bots all over this desert. Wow, calm down there, TB. Love to... Oh my god, there are so many of them. Let's just work on getting this access point right now. Okay, we can't have you flinging your stupid orbs over the whole desert also. Moving speed +2. Okay, take it. Nope. Where are you going, 2B? We gotta get this access point. It's the whole, literally the whole point. Okay. Thousands of years have passed since we humans were driven to the moon. And while the war remains deadlocked, we know that our continued safety is only possible thanks to your valor. Okay. Glory to mankind. What is it? Glory to mankind. 2B, Operator 60. Have you heard of Jupiter fortune telling? It's all the girls over in R&D have been talking about lately. They say you can examine the color and shape of Jupiter's great red spot to learn what kind of luck you'll have in health, work, and love. Trying to let you know. I don't get it. Why are the other androids all such airheads? Like, no offense if you're the kind of person to believe in the shape of the stars or whatever bullshit. But it's just like, if 2B is so, like, dead-ass down-to-earth and all of that, not even down-to-earth, if she's so much like the mission is what's important, why would the other androids ever be like this? What is it that's made me so different to everyone else? Okay, I think we've got time to get... There's an access point over this way, near where our quest line is. I think we've got time to get that before we... Are those two... peacing out up there, just chilling. I've opened the window. Sorry if it's loud. It's just it gets really hot in here. We don't have air conditioning, and with my light on and everything, you know. I was literally just sliding around him there for a hot second, trying to find my bearing. Okay. I definitely... Torn book. Man, we are building up a little library in our back pocket right now. Not sure where 2B is keeping all of these, but I'm sure she's got room somewhere. He said in a total not sex jokey kind of way. God, it's like every time I see one of these little goodie bags, I have to go get it, you know? Another book. What's she gonna do with all these books, 2B? She's just really into scrapbooking and wants to make a collage of her favorite quotes. Okay. Let's take a leap of faith. I don't know if there's fall damage in this game. Ow! Okay. Learning experience. There is fall damage in this game. Oh boy. I don't really trust this. I want to get up there. You know, if we can get up there, we're gonna get up there. Jesus Christ, 2B. They're only stairs, come on. Oh, no, can we not? Are you literally... This game is cock-blocking me so hard right now. Access point is the other way. That's right, get out of here. Get out of here, you filthy bots. Okay, there we go. You know what? Now we're a bit premature. Let's see what's going on with this bot here. Let's just start a major quest line right before I said we needed to save. Yo, these guys have freaking hacksaws. Ow. Please don't hacksaw me. Thank you. Okay, what's going on here? We should have our runaway bot. Oh, he's gonna keep going?
Let's get him.
I feel like this is an ambush setup. Ooh. Oh, nice. 9S took care of the other one. Okay. Yeah, we're really getting led on a wild goose hunt here. Gonna give it one more at least. Oh my god, 2B, stop stumbling. It's only sand. Been walking around in it for God knows how long. Are we? I'm not sure I agree with your motivation there, good sirs. Ow, Jesus Christ. I'm starting to feel bad, and I don't like that I'm starting to feel bad. Shut up, please. I don't want to have moral questions about killing these stupid-looking robots. Can we stop getting really existential right now, guys? Huh? Oh, that's a big one. Over there. Is that spawning more? Yeah, it is. Ow, Jesus Christ. Does this thing have a weak spot? Oh my god. Okay, hold it, hold it. Restorative items. It's gonna be okay. No, don't discard them. Just use them. God. What am I doing? Jesus, this is one big boy right here. Oh. Come on. I think he's almost dead. Jesus Christ, why is that still hurting? Oh my god. Oh! There we go. Hello, good sir. Oh, I thought I had to kill and blow him. Nope. Nice. Nice and easy. Okay. I'm scared of what I'm gonna find if I go up here. So you know what we're gonna do. Hello, Adria. Hi. Thanks for dropping by. You have missed, in all fairness, quite a bit, yes. Although a lot of it was clerical stuff. Here, let me sum it up. What did we do? We went to a resistance camp. We're down back on Earth again. We're in a desert region. We went to a resistance camp, found some lovely resistance fighters, our friends. Got some quests. Went fishing for a bit, killed some robots, bought a weapon upgrade, killed some more robots, and now we're in the desert trying to chase down this one robot. Although we're gonna call it quits here. I think that's the small and tall of it. Also, we've tried to look up 2B's skirt a handful of times, because apparently there's an achievement for it, and so I've been told, but every time you try and go to look up her skirt, you know, you just get a different angle, so not sure I buy it. Yeah, that's the small and tall of it. Okay. Let's save this, because it is 1:20, and I am going to need probably, yeah, you know, typical Thursday evening, the usual, killing robots, looking up skirts. What more can you ask, right? Okay. Because it is 1:20, and we're supposed to do Harry Potter at 1:30, I'm going to... Sorry, it felt like something was peeling off the bottom of this controller, and it might be. I am going to save the game. And I'm going to put stream on hold for a second here while we get set up for Harry Potter. And so we'll be live again at 1:30, guys. Thanks so much for joining for the gaming portion. If you did, 1:30 p.m. Or 1:30 a.m., that is to say. 10 minutes give me to just reconfigure the room so we're set up for Harry Potter stream. In the meantime, we'll stay live, so don't worry about that. You can listen to some lo-fi while we're here. Let me transition. Boop. That's the wrong one. Boop. Okay, boys. So what we're going to do is turn that off. Great. Okay, so I just gotta fix some things up here before I really turn us off. Let's get lo-fi going. Turn that up a little bit. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear that. Yeah, you know what? We can really bring the lo-fi up. Okay. So I'm going to get us set up, fix some audio delay stuff, the usual, and we'll be on in about 10 minutes with Harry Potter. So y'all just chill, stay here, pop in, make yourselves cozy, get some warm beverages going on. I'm probably going to make myself some Nesquik in the break. But yeah, be right back.
impromptu speeches. Just adding. No, but it's been fun. I've really like enjoyed coming and talking to y'all every day, all day, because I have no life. Obviously, it's really hard to smile when you're internally conflicted. This is a really good way to put it. But I don't know. I just try to, I'm responsible for more than just my happiness. And the moment you realize that your life isn't about you, is the moment your life really starts, honestly. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, guys, just bear with me 1 second longer. We're almost there, almost all set up. I just need to grab my book and a warm beverage, and we'll be ready.
I love relationships. I think they're fantastic. They're wonderful. I think they're great. I think there's nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love. But falling in love for the right reason. Falling in love for the right purpose. Falling in love. Falling in love. When you fall in love. I think they're fantastic. They're wonderful. I think they're great. I think there's nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love.
Okay. Hello! I'm still not all the way set up, as you can tell, by this mediocre lighting and all of that. I don't want that where you... There you go. That's slightly better. You know what? We're gonna take that and we're gonna roll with it. Let me also turn this lo-fi way the hell down. There we go. That should be nice and quiet now. Someone in chat, let me know if I'm too loud at the moment. Anyways, if you were privileged enough to have joined us earlier tonight, remember Thursday nights we start early, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays and Sundays. We played some Nier today. It was very fun. It was a party. The combat in Nier is so much fun. You can either go back and watch that stream or just tune in next week when we're doing more of that. I think we're getting to like a big boss fight part of Nier at the moment, so I would definitely tune in next week for that if I were you. The thing is, I'm not you, and I'll be there either way playing the boss fight, so, you know. That's something. And then Sunday, I think we're going to be doing... I think Don't Starve, but honestly, I've got some games up here that are all also PlayStation 4 games. Also, tell me if the audio is out of sync or something. You sure? I think... Yeah, sorry, I mean, we are trading hairstyles recently. I'm going with the curly, unkempt look, and you tend to be clean and straight edge. Anyways, I got these PS4 games. I've played basically all of them or seen people play them. So let me know. Do you guys think any of these would be particularly interesting to do on stream? I've got Dark Souls 3. I'm very familiar with the Dark Souls series, it should be noted. I've also got Dark Souls for PC, the remastered version, and the original. I used to speedrun this game. Not Dark Souls 3, the original Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 is freaking amazing, though. It's absolutely gorgeous. You'll be there? Awesome. Let me know. And then we've also got Bloodborne, another Bandai Namco game from Soft. This is like Dark Souls, but amazingly difficult. It's a lot more fast-paced than Dark Souls is. Very aggressive combat. Kind of love it. And then we've got Until Dawn. Until Dawn is amazing. It's choice-based. I'd love to get like a big audience when we do this so people can vote on decisions and stuff. I think that would be lots of fun. I don't know if Until Dawn is more of a Sunday game or a Wednesday game, because I think the Sunday ones are going to be a bit lower stakes, but that's something to keep in mind. Until Dawn. So we've got all three of those, and then we've got Dark Souls, and then the usual Bloodborne. Civilization might be a really fun game if I can get a friend. That's the end of the sentence. If I can get a friend. I mean, it'd probably be nice to have a friend, you know. It could do me a lot of good. I just, you know, I don't know. It's just, this bed is, it's really lonely. It's big enough for two people, you know. If one of you guys wants to come in here and join me on the stream, I've got this nice big book, you know. It's wide enough that someone could read over my shoulder, maybe. Could read it together. You just shaved? Oh my god, actually, you haven't shaved in forever. You probably are looking a lot younger right about now. I'm sorry, I'm just checking some notifications on my phone because I'm a total professional streamer. The 2-hour stream. Honestly, I kind of want to do one of those streams, you know, for Overwatch, for April Fool's last year. They had a stream of Papa Jeff, literally sat and stared, or maybe it was Christmas last year, literally a 5, or was it 10 hours? I think it might have been a 10-hour stream of him just with a fireplace next to him, staring into the camera. I want to do a stream like that sometime. So yeah, anyways, as I've said, we've got some games to do. If you guys want to vote on those at some point, let me know. I think Until Dawn would be really fun. If we could get like at least 4 or 5 friendos to be watching that to help vote on decisions and stuff, put a little conflict into it. So yeah, that's something to consider. What else? Yeah, if I could get a friend to do, I don't know, what was I saying about friends earlier? Friends would be nice. Yeah, I like friends. I really don't know what the train of thought was before that aside. Civilization. If someone wants to play Civ with me on stream, always down. Anyways, I need to get into... I'm still all hyped up from Nier, but I need to get into, for Vic, for Civ, actually. Completely the opposite. It's literally the opposite of Vic. I'm all hyped from Nier. I need to collect myself. We've got a really fun chapter in line for today, guys. We're doing Diagon Alley. It is about twice the length of the previous ones, so this stream is probably going to be a bit bulkier than the past ones, and I'm going to try and stay nice and hydrated for it. But without further ado, as per usual, we've got 9 minutes or 10 minutes of stalling before the actual content of the stream. Without further ado, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Chapter 5, Diagon Alley. And right off the bat, they're starting us with a lovely illustration of Hagrid sleeping on the couch, on that blue pinstriped couch. It's looking quite... He is an absolute unit, Hagrid is. What a big boy. Okay. Harry awoke early. Sorry? I do have Batman Arkham City. I also have Arkham Asylum. I think Arkham Asylum, personally, I think that's a lot more fun of a game. I've played that one, and I haven't played Arkham City. Something to consider. Anyways. Harry awoke early the next morning. Although he could tell it was daylight, he kept his eyes shut tight. It was a dream, he told himself firmly. I dreamed a giant called Hagrid came to tell me that I was going to a school for wizards. When I open my eyes, I'll be at home in my cupboard. There was suddenly a loud tapping noise. And there's Aunt Petunia knocking on the door, Harry thought, his heart sinking. But he still didn't open his eyes. It had been such a good dream. Tap, tap, tap. All right, Harry mumbled. I'm getting up. He sat up, and Hagrid's heavy coat fell off of him. The hut was full of sunlight. The storm was over. Hagrid himself was asleep on the collapsed sofa, and there was an owl rapping its claw on the window, a newspaper held in its beak. Harry scrambled to his feet. so happy he felt as though a large balloon was swelling inside of him. He went straight to the window and jerked it open. The owl swooped in and dropped the newspaper atop Hagrid, who didn't wake up. The owl then fluttered onto the floor and began to attack Hagrid's coat. "Don't do that!" Harry tried to wave the owl out of the way, but it snapped its beak at him fiercely and carried on savaging the coat. "Hagrid," said Harry loudly, "there's an owl!" "Pay him," Hagrid grunted on into the sofa. "What?" "Who wants paying for delivering the paper? Look in the pockets." Hagrid's coat seemed to be made of nothing but pockets. Bunches of keys, slug pellets, balls of string, mint humbugs, tea bags. Finally, Harry pulled out a handful of strange-looking coins. "Give him 5 nuts," said Hagrid sleepily. "Nuts?" "The little bronze ones." Harry counted out 5 little bronze coins, and the owl held out its legs so he could put the money into a small leather pouch tied to it. Then, it flew off through the open window. Hagrid yawned loudly, sat up, and stretched. "Best be off, Harry. Lots to do today. Gotta get to London and buy all your stuff for school." Harry was turning over the wizard coins and looking at them. He had just thought of something which made him feel as though the happy balloon inside him was about to puncture. Hagrid?" Said Hagrid, who was pulling on his huge boots. I haven't got any money. And you heard Uncle Vernon last night. He won't pay for me to go and learn magic." "Don't you worry about that," said Hagrid, standing up and scratching his head. "You think your parents didn't leave you anything?" "But if their house was destroyed?" "They didn't keep their gold in their house, boy. Nah, first stop for us is Gringotts, Wizard Bank. Have a sausage. They're not cold, and I wouldn't say no to a bite of birthday cake either." "Wizards have banks?" "Just one. Gringotts, run by goblins." Harry dropped a bit of sausage he was holding. "Goblins?" "Yeah, so you'd be mad to try and rob it. I tell you that. Never mess with goblins, Harry. Gringotts is the safest place in the world for anything you want to keep safe. Except maybe Hogwarts. As a matter of fact, I gotta visit Gringotts anyways, for Dumbledore's Hogwarts business." Hagrid drew himself up proudly. "He usually gets me to do important stuff for him. Getting things from Gringotts. Knows he can trust me, see? Got everything? Come on, then." Harry followed Hagrid out onto the rock. The sky was quite clear now, and the sea gleamed in the sunlight. The boat Uncle Vernon hired was still there, with a lot of water in the bottom after the storm. How did you get here?" Harry asked. "Flew," said Hagrid. "Flew? Yeah, but we'll get back in this. Not supposed to use magic anyways, now that I got you." They settled down in the boat. Harry still staring at Hagrid, trying to imagine him flying. "Seems a shame to row, though," said Hagrid, giving Harry another one of his sideways looks. "If I were to, speed things up a bit, you wouldn't mind not mentioning it to anyone at Hogwarts." "Of course not," said Harry, eager to see more magic. Hagrid pulled out the pink umbrella again, tapped it twice on the side of the boat, and then they sped off towards the land. And here we have a lovely illustration of Hagrid. This is quite comical because his pink umbrella fits him in the movies, but here Hagrid's holding a very tiny umbrella, even for a normal person, as their boat speeds along the water to shore. "Why would you be mad to try and rob Gringotts?" Harry asked. "Spells, enchantments," said Hagrid, unfolding his newspaper as they spoke. "They say there's dragons guarding the high security vaults, and that you gotta find your way. Gringotts is 100 miles under London, see? Deeper than the underground. You die of hunger trying to get out, even if you did manage to get your hands on something." Harry sat and thought about this while Hagrid read the newspaper, the Daily Prophet. Harry had learnt from Uncle Vernon that people liked to be left alone when they did this, but it was very difficult. He'd never had so many questions in his life. "Ministry of Magic messing up things as usual," Hagrid muttered, turning over the page. "There's a Ministry of Magic?" Harry asked before he could stop himself. "Course," said Hagrid. "They wanted Dumbledore for minister, of course, but he'd never leave Hogwarts, so old Cornelius Fudge got the job. Bungler if ever there was one. So he built Dumbledores with owls every morning, asking for advice." "But what does a Ministry of Magic do?" "Well, their main job is to keep from muggles that there's still witches and wizards up and down the country." "Why?" "Why? Blimey, Harry. Everyone would be wanting magical solutions to their problems. Nah, we're better left alone." Okay. Thanks, actually. I'm glad she did. At this moment, the boat bumped gently into the harbor wall. Hagrid folded up his newspaper, and they clambered up the stone steps onto the street. Passersby stared a lot at Hagrid as they walked down the little town station to the station. Harry couldn't blame them. Not only was Hagrid twice as tall as anyone else, but he kept pointing to perfectly ordinary things like parking meters and saying loudly, "See that, Harry? Things these muggles dream up, eh?" "Hagrid," said Harry, panting as he ran to keep up. "Did you say there are dragons at Gringotts?" "Well, I'd say so," said Hagrid. "Crikey, I'd like a dragon." You'd like one?" "Wanted one ever since I was a kid. Here we go." They'd reached the station. There was a train to London in 5 minutes' time. Hagrid, who didn't understand muggle money, as he called it, gave the notes to Harry so he could buy their tickets. People stared more than ever as Hagrid took up 2 seats and sat knitting what looked like a yellow canary circus tent. "Still got your letter, Harry?" he asked as he counted the stitches. Harry took out a parchment envelope out of his pocket. "Good," said Hagrid. "There's a list there of everything you need." Also, before we move on, we've got another lovely sight of Hagrid being quite large. They're taking up multiple seats while reading the paper, pushing an old lady out of her spot. Anyways. Harry unfolded a second piece of paper he hadn't noticed the night before, and it read, "Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Uniform. First-year students will require 1. 3 sets of plain work robes, black. 1 plain pointed hat, black, for day wear. 1 pair of protective gloves, dragon hide or similar. 1 winter cloak, black, silver fastenings. Please note that all pupils' clothes should carry name tags. Set of books. All students should have a copy of each of the following. Standard Book of Spells, Grade 1, by Miranda Goshawk. A History of Magic by Bathilda Bagshot. Magical Theory by Adalbert Wolfling. A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration by Emmerich Switch. 1000 Magical Herbs and Fungi by Philida Spore. Okay. Magical Drafts and Potions by Arsenius Jigger. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander. The Dark Forces, A Guide to Self-Protection by Quentin Trimble. Other equipment includes 1 wand, 1 cauldron, pewter, standard size 2, 1 glass set or crystal files, 1 telescope, 1 set brass scales. Students may also bring an owl, or a cat, or a toad. Parents are reminded that first-year students are not allowed their own broomsticks. Don't you hate on Fantastic Beasts? Yeah, Eddie Redmayne is turning in his grave right. He's not even dead. I don't know why I said that. He's turning in his bed right now. Can we buy all this in London? Harry wondered aloud. If you know where to go, said Hagrid. Quick pause for a tea break. Harry had never been to London before, although Hagrid seemed to know where he was going. He was obviously not used to getting there in the ordinary way. He got stuck in the ticket barrier on the Underground, and complained loudly that the seats were too small and the trains were too slow. "I don't know how muggles manage without magic," he said as they climbed up a broken-down escalator, which led up to a bustling road lined with shops. Hagrid was so huge, he parted the crowd easily. All Harry had to do was keep close behind him. They passed bookshops and music stores, hamburger bars and cinemas, but nowhere looked as if it could sell you a magic wand. This was just an ordinary street full of ordinary people. Could there really be piles of wizard gold buried miles beneath them? Were there really shops that sold spells, books, and broomsticks? Might this not all be some huge joke that the Dursleys had cooked up? If Harry hadn't known the Dursleys had no sense of humor, he might have thought so. Yet somehow, even though everything Hagrid had told him so far was unbelievable, Harry couldn't help trusting him. We'll currently have Eddie. Not another one after the Crimes of Grindelwald, that is. "This is it," said Hagrid, coming to a halt. "The Leaky Cauldron. It's a famous place. It was a tiny, grubby-looking pub. If Hagrid hadn't pointed it out, Harry wouldn't have noticed it was there. The people hurrying by didn't glance at it. Their eyes slid from the big bookshop on one side to the record shop on the other, as if they couldn't see the leaky cauldron. In fact, Harry had the most peculiar feeling that only he and Hagrid could see it. Before he could mention this, Hagrid steered him inside. And here we have a glimpse of the rusted old sign outside the leaky cauldron. It's just a hanging cauldron with a bit of cloth spewing out the side. Doesn't look like a very well-to-do pub by any means. Very, very grimy, rundown. For a famous place, it was very dark and shabby. A few old women were sitting in a corner, drinking tiny glasses of sherry. One of them was smoking a long pipe. A little man in a top hat was talking to the old barman, who was quite bald and looked like a gummy walnut. The low buzz of chatter stopped when they walked in. Everyone seemed to know Hagrid. They waved and smiled at him, and the barman reached for a glass, saying, "The usual, Hagrid." "Can't, Tom. I'm on Hogwarts business," said Hagrid, clapping a great hand on Harry's shoulder and making Harry's knees buckle. "Good Lord," said the barman, peering at Harry. Can this be?" The leaky cauldron had suddenly gone completely still and silent. "Bless my soul," whispered the old barman. "Harry Potter! What an honor!" He hurried out from behind the bar, rushed towards Harry and seized his hand, tears in his eyes. "Welcome back, Mr. Potter, welcome back!" Harry didn't know what to say. Everyone was looking at him. The old woman with the pipe was puffing on it without realizing it had gone out. Hagrid was beaming. Then there was a great scraping of chairs, and the next moment Harry found himself shaking hands with everyone in the leaky cauldron. "Doris Crockford, Mr. Potter, I can't believe I'm meeting you at last." "So proud, Mr. Potter, I'm just so proud." "Always wanted to shake your hand. I'm a flutter of all." "Delighted, Mr. Potter, just can't tell it you Diggle. The name's Dedalus Diggle." "I've seen you before," said Harry, as Dedalus Diggle's top hat fell off from his excitement. "You bowed to me once, in a shop." "He remembers!" cried Dedalus Diggle, looking around at everyone. "Did you hear that? He remembers me!" Harry shook hands again and again. Doris Crockford kept coming back for more. A pale young man made his way forward, very nervously. One of his eyes was twitching. "Professor Quirrell," said Hagrid. "Harry, Professor Quirrell will be one of your teachers at Hogwarts." "Potter," stammered Professor Quirrell, grasping Harry's hand. "Can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you." "What sort of magic do you teach, Professor Quirrell?" Defensive against the dark arts," muttered Professor Quirrell, as though he'd rather not think about it. Not that you need it, but Potter?" He laughed nervously. "You'll be getting all your equipment then, I suppose? I've got to pick up a new book on vampires myself." He looked very terrified at the thought. But the others wouldn't let Professor Quirrell keep Harry all to himself. It took almost 10 minutes to get away from all of them. At last, Hagrid managed to make himself heard over the babble. "Must get on. Lots to buy. Come on, Harry." Doris Crockford shook Harry's hand one last time, and Hagrid led them through the bar into a small walled courtyard. "Hello, Alex. Thanks for joining us. Love to see you here." Where there was nothing but a dustbin and a few weeds. Hagrid grinned at Harry. "Told you, didn't I? Told you were famous? Even Professor Quirrell was trembling to meet you. Mind you, he's usually trembling." "Is he always that nervous?" "Oh yeah, poor bloke. Brilliant mind. He was fine while he was studying out of books, but then he took a year off to get some first-hand experience. They say he met some vampires in the Black Forest, and there was a nasty bit of trouble with a hag. Never been the same since. Scared of students, scared of his own subject. Now, where's me umbrella?" Vampires? Hags? Harry's head was swimming. Hagrid, meanwhile, was counting the bricks on the walls above the dustbin. 3 up, 2 across, he muttered. "Right. Stand back, Harry." He tapped the wall 3 times with the point of his umbrella. The brick he had touched quivered. It wriggled. In the middle, a small hole appeared. It grew wider and wider. A second later, they were facing an archway large enough even for Hagrid. an archway onto a cobbled street which twisted and turned out of sight. "Welcome," said Hagrid, "to Diagon Alley." And here we are. Okay. I remember the music exactly. I'm pitch perfect. I could do the soundtrack myself. Hire me next time, Rowling, or whoever the director was for Harry Potter 1, or the conductor, or anyone. Please hire me. Warner Brothers. He grinned at Harry's amazement. They stepped through the archway. Harry looked quickly over his shoulder and saw the archway shrink instantly back into solid wall. The sun shone brightly on a Oh my god, there's another page of Diagon Alley also. Look at that, you can see Flourish and Bots down here. And they've got all these Twinkle's telescopes, Blinkhorn bootmakers, Gallow glass, Belcher's bottled beers, all these stores that they didn't get a chance to mention. I need to drop a Harry Potter Christmas album, you're right. Oh boy. The sun shone brightly on a stack of cauldrons outside the nearest shop. Cauldrons, all sizes, copper, brass, pewter, silver, self-stirring, collapsible, a sign said, hanging over them. "Yeah, you'll be needing one," said Hagrid, "but we gotta get your money first." Harry wished he had about 8 more eyes. He turned his head in every direction as they walked up the street, trying to look at everything at once. The shops, the things outside them, the people doing their shopping. A plump woman outside an apothecary was shaking her head as they passed, saying, "Dragon liver? 16 sickles an ounce? They're mad!" A low, soft hooting came from a dark shop with a sign saying, "Aelop's Owl's Emporium, Tawny, Screech, Barn, Brown, and Snowy." Several of the boys about Harry's age had their nose pressed against a window with broomsticks on it. A Michael Bublé classic, but an Oswald one. Exactly. I could be Bublé. Come on, easy. Have you heard me sing? That guy, ugh. Peanuts, man, it's peanuts. "Look," Harry heard one of them say. "The new Nimbus 2000! Fastest ever!" There were shops selling robes, shops selling telescopes, and strange silver instruments Harry had never seen before. Windows stacked with barrels of bat's wings and eel's eyes, tottering piles of spellbooks, quills, and rolls of parchment, potion bottles, globes of the moon. "Gringotts," said Hagrid. They had reached a snowy white building. Yeah, it's like one of those music videos where it's like singing all the parts myself, and it's just 7 of me. But the middle one is doing nothing. I'm just staring at the camera with a Christmas hat and Harry Potter glasses. Get ready for it, guys. Dropping December 24th this year. They had reached a snowy white building which towered over the other little shops. Standing beside its greenish bronze doors, wearing a uniform of scarlet and gold, was... "Yeah, that's a goblin," said Hagrid quietly as they walked up the white stone steps towards him. The goblin was about a head shorter than Harry. He had a swarthy, clever face, a pointed beard, and, Harry noticed, very long fingers and feet. He bowed as they walked inside. Now they were facing a second pair of doors, silver this time, with the words engraved upon them, "Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take but do not earn must pay most dearly in their turn. So if you seek beneath our floors a treasure that was never yours, thief, you have been warned, beware of finding more than treasure there." "Like I said, you'd be mad to try and rob it," said Hagrid. A pair of goblins bowed them through the silver doors, and they were in a vast marble hall. About 100 more goblins were sitting on high stools behind a long counter, scribbling in large ledgers, weighing coins on brass scales, examining precious stones through eyeglasses. There were too many doors to count leading off the hall, and yet more goblins were showing people in and out of these. Hagrid and Harry made for the counter. "Morning," said Hagrid to a free goblin. "We've come to take some money out of Harry Potter's safe." Do you have his key, sir?
Got it somewhere in here,
said Hagrid as he started emptying his pockets on the counter, scattering a handful of moldy dog biscuits over the goblin's book of numbers. The goblin wrinkled his nose. Harry watched the goblin on the right, weighing a pile of rubies as big as glowing coals.
Got it,
Hagrid said at last, holding up a tiny key. The goblin looked at it closely. That seems to be in order.
And I've got a letter here from Professor Dumbledore, said Hagrid, importantly, throwing out his chest. It's about you-know-what in Vault 713.
The goblin read the letter carefully. Very well, he said, handing it back to Hagrid. I will have someone take you down to both vaults. Griphook? Griphook was yet another goblin. Once Hagrid had crammed all the dog biscuits back inside his pockets, he and Harry followed Griphook towards one of the doors leading off the hall. And here, before we proceed, got an image of the goblin at the counter examining those massive rubies through an eyeglass. Quite intimidating little creatures. They have nice hair, though. Can't fault them for their hair. What's you-know-what in Vault 713? Harry asked.
Can't tell you that, said Hagrid mysteriously. Very secret. Hogwarts business. Dumbledore's trusted me. More than my job's worth to tell you that.
Griphook held the door open for them. Harry, who had expected more marble, was surprised. They were in a narrow stone passageway lit with flaming torches. It sloped steeply downwards, and there were little railway tracks on the floor. Griphook whistled, and a small cart came hurtling up the tracks towards them. They climbed in, Hagrid with some difficulty, and they were off. At first, they just hurtled through a maze of twisting passages. Harry tried to remember left, right, left, middle, fork, right, left, but it was impossible. The rattling cart seemed to know its own way because Griphook wasn't steering. Harry's eyes stung as the cold air rushed past them, but he kept them wide open. Once, he thought he saw a burst of fire at the end of a passage, and twisted around to see if it was a dragon, but it was too late. They plunged even deeper, passing an underground lake where huge stalactites and stalagmites grew from the ceilings and floors. I never know, Harry called to Hagrid over the noise of the cart. What's the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite?
Stalagmite's got an M in it, said Hagrid. And don't ask me questions now. I think I'm gonna be sick.
He did look very green, and when the cart stopped at last beside a small door in the passage wall, Hagrid got out and had to lean against the wall to stop his knees trembling. Griphook unlocked the door. A lot of green smoke came billowing out, and as it cleared, Harry gasped. Inside were mounds of gold coins, columns of silver, heaps of little bronze nuts. All yours, smiled Hagrid. All Harry's? It was incredible. The Dursleys couldn't have known about this, or they'd have had it faster than him blinking. How often had they complained how much Harry had cost them to keep? All the time there had been a small fortune belonging to him, buried deep under London. Hagrid helped Harry pile some of it into a bag.
The gold ones are galleons, he explained. 17 silver knuckles to a galleon, and 29 nuts to a sickle. It's easy enough. Right. That should be enough for a couple of turns. We'll keep the rest safe for you.
He turned to Griphook.
Vault 713 now, please. And can we go a little more slowly? Only one speed, said Griphook.
They were going deeper now, gathering speed. The air became colder and colder. Oh, wait. No. I thought there was a new image there, and there was not. As they hurtled around tight corners, they went rattling over an overground ravine, and Harry leant over the side to try and see what was down at the dark bottom, but Hagrid groaned and pulled him back by the scruff of his neck. Vault 713 had no keyhole.
Stand back,
said Griphook importantly. He stroked the door gently with one of his long fingers, and it simply melted away.
If anyone but a Gringotts goblin tried that, they'd be sucked right through the door and trapped there, said Griphook.
How often do you check to see if someone's inside? Asked Harry.
Once every 10 years, said Griphook with a rather nasty grin.
Something really extraordinary had to be inside of this top-secret vault. Harry was sure.
and he went forward eagerly, expecting to see fabulous jewels at the very least. But at first he thought it was empty. Then he noticed a grubby little package wrapped up in brown paper lying on the floor. Hagrid picked it up and tucked it deep inside of his coat. Harry longed to know what was inside, but he knew better than to ask. "Come on, back to this infernal cart, and don't keep talking to me on the way back. It's best if I keep my mouth shut," said Hagrid. One wild cart ride later, they stood blinking in the sunlight outside Gringotts. Harry didn't know where to run to first now that he had a bag full of money. He didn't know how many galleons there were to a pound, he didn't have to know how many gallons there were to a pound to know he was holding more money than he'd ever had in his whole life. More money than even Dudley had ever had. "Might as well get your uniform," said Hagrid, nodding towards Madame Malkin's robes for all occasions. "Listen, Harry, would you mind if I slipped off for a pick-me-up in the leaky cauldron? I hate them Gringotts carts." He did still look a little bit sick, so Harry entered Madame Malkin's shop alone, feeling nervous. Madame Malkin was a squat, smiling witch dressed in all mauve. "Hogwarts, dear," she said when Harry started to speak. "Got the lot here. Another young man just being fitted up right now, in fact." Inside the back of the shop was a pale boy with a pointed face, standing on a footstool while a second witch pinned up his long black robes. And here, I'm sure all of you are familiar with this face. Not even a mother could love. I'm trying to avoid the slight. There you go. Face we'll all come to recognize as Malfoy. Draco Malfoy. Madame Malkin stood Harry on a stool next to him, slipped a long robe over his head, and began to pin it to the right length. "Hello," said the boy. "Hogwarts too?" "Yes," said Harry. "My father's next door buying me books, and my mother's up the street looking at wands," said the boy. He had a bored, drawling voice. "Then, I'm gonna go drag them off and look for racing brooms. I don't see why first years can't have their own. I think I'll bully father into getting me one, and I'll smuggle it in somehow." Harry was strongly reminded of Dudley. It does look like Malfoy's commanding a cult, or perhaps very poorly conducting an orchestra with a snake. One or the other. Sorry. Mid-conversation. "Have you got your own broom?" the boy went on. "No," said Harry. "Play Quidditch at all?" "No," said Harry again, wondering what on earth Quidditch could be. "I do. Father says it's a crime if I'm not picked to play for my house, and I must say, I agree. Know what house you'll be in yet?" "No," said Harry, feeling more and more stupid by the moment. "Well, no one really knows till they get there, do they? But I know I'll be in Slytherin. All our family have been. Imagine being in Hufflepuff. I think I'd leave, wouldn't you?" Said Harry, wishing he could say something a bit more interesting. "I say, look at that man," said the boy suddenly, nodding towards the front window. Hagrid was standing there, grinning at Harry, pointing to 2 large ice cream cones to show he couldn't come in. "That's Hagrid," said Harry, pleased to know something the boy didn't. "He works at Hogwarts." "Oh," said the boy. "I've heard of him. He's sort of a servant, isn't he?" "He's the gamekeeper," said Harry. He was liking the boy less and less every second. "Yes, exactly. I heard he's some sort of savage. He lives in a hut in the school grounds, and every now and then he gets drunk and tries to do magic, and ends up setting fire to his bed." "I think he's brilliant," Harry said coldly. "Do you?" said the boy with a slight sneer. "Why is he with you? Where are your parents?" "They're dead," said Harry shortly. He didn't feel much like going into the matter with the boy. "Oh, sorry," said the other, not sounding sorry at all. "But they were our kind, weren't they?" "They were a witch and a wizard, if that's what you mean." "I really don't think they should let the other sort in, do you? They're just not the same. They've never been brought up to our ways. Some of them have never even heard of Hogwarts until they get the letter, imagine. I think they should just keep it in the old wizarding families. What's your surname, anyways?" But before Harry could answer, Madame Malkin said, That's you done, my dear. And Harry, not sorry for an excuse to stop talking to the boy, hopped down from the footstool. Well, I'll see you at Hogwarts, I suppose, said the drawling boy. Harry was rather quiet as he ate the ice cream that Hagrid had bought him. Chocolate and raspberry with chopped nuts. That sounds delightful right now. I've actually got a strawberry cornetto sitting in my freezer, and I know I shouldn't, but after the stream I might pop off and eat that. What's up? Said Hagrid. Nothing, Harry lied. They stopped to buy parchment and quills. Harry cheered up a bit when he found a bottle of ink that changed color as he wrote. When they had left the shop, he said, Hagrid, what's Quidditch? I don't think you can get cornettos in America unless you're at a British grocery store, but I've seen them sold at British grocery stores. Also, the standard cornettos are topped with vanilla meringue, which has eggs in them, so you should go for the mint or strawberry cornettos. Just so you know. Blimey, Harry, I keep forgetting how little you know. Not knowing about Quidditch? Don't make me feel worse, said Harry. He told Hagrid about the pale boy and Madame Malkin's. And he said people from Muggle families shouldn't even be allowed in. You're not from a Muggle family. If he'd known who you were, he's grown up knowing your name if his parents are wizarding folk. You saw him in the leaky cauldron. Anyways, what's he know about it? Some of the best I ever seen were the only ones with magic in a long line of Muggles. Look at your mom. Look for what she had for a sister. So, what is Quidditch? It's our sport. Wizard sport. It's like football in the Muggle world. Everyone follows Quidditch. Played up in the air on broomsticks, there's 4 balls. Sort of hard to explain the rules. And what are Slytherin and Hufflepuff? Schoolhouses. There's 4. Everyone says Hufflepuff are a old lot of duffers, but I bet I'm a Hufflepuff, said Harry gloomily. Story of my life. Better Hufflepuff than Slytherin, said Hagrid darkly. There's not a single witch or wizard who went bad who wasn't in Slytherin. You know who was one. Sorry, you know who was at Hogwarts? Years and years ago, said Hagrid. They bought Harry's school books in a shop called Flourish and Blots, where the shelves were stacked to the ceiling with books as large as paving stones bound in leather, books the size of postage stamps and covers of silk, books full of peculiar symbols, and a few books with nothing in them at all. Even Dudley, who had never read anything at all, would have been wild to get his hands on some of these. Hagrid almost had to draw Harry away from curses and counter-curses, bewitch your friends and befuddle your enemies with the latest revenges, hair loss, jelly legs, tongue-tying, and much, much more, by Professor Vindictus Viridian. I was trying to find out how to curse Dudley. I'm not saying that's not a good idea, but you're not want to use magic in the Muggle world, except in very special circumstances, said Hagrid. And anyway, you couldn't work out any of them curses anyways yet. You'll need to study more before you get to that level. Hagrid wouldn't let Harry buy a solid gold cauldron either. It says pewter on your list. But they got a nice set of scales for weighing potion ingredients and a collapsible brass telescope. Then they visited the apothecary's, which was fascinating enough to make up for its horrible smell, a mixture of bad eggs and rotted cabbages. Barrels of slimy stuff stood on the floor, jars of herbs, dried roots, and bright powders lined the walls. Bundles of feathers, strings of fangs, and snarled claws hung from the ceiling. While Hagrid asked the man behind the counter for a supply of some basic potion ingredients for Harry, Harry himself examined silver unicorn horns at 21 gallons each, and minuscule glittery black beetle eyes, 5 nuts a scoop. Outside the apothecary's, Hagrid checked Harry's list again. Just your wand left. Oh, yeah. And I still haven't got you a birthday present. Harry felt himself go red. You don't have to. I know I don't have to. Tell you what, I'll get you an animal, not a toad. Toads went out of fashion years ago. You'd be laughed at. And I don't like cats. They make me sneeze. I'll get you an owl. All the kids want owls. They're dread useful. Carry your post and everything. 20 minutes later, they left Aelop's Owl's Emporium, which had been dark and full of rustling and flickering jewel-bright eyes. Harry now carried a large cage which held a beautiful snowy owl, fast asleep with her head under her wing. He couldn't stop stammering his thanks, sounding just like Professor Quirrell. "Don't mention it," said Hagrid gruffly. "Don't expect you to have a lot of presents from them Dursleys. Just Ollivanders now. Only place for wand, Ollivanders, and you gotta get the best wand." A magic wand. This is what Harry had really been looking forward to. The last shop was narrow and shabby. Peeling gold letters over the door read, "Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC. A single wand lay on a purple faded cushion in the dusty window. And there is a small image of a single wand laying on a purple cushion. How enticing wands must be. A tinkling bell rang somewhere in the depths of the shop as they stepped inside. It was a tiny place, empty except for a single spindly chair on which Hagrid sat to wait. Harry felt strangely as though he had entered a very strict library. He swallowed a lot of new questions which had just occurred to him and looked instead at the thousands of narrow boxes piled neatly right up to the ceiling. For some reason, the back of his neck prickled. The very dust and silence in here seemed to tingle with a secret magic. "Good afternoon," said a soft voice, and Harry jumped. Hagrid must have jumped too, because there was a loud crunching noise, and he quickly got off the spindly chair. An old man was standing before them, his wide, pale eyes shining like moons through the gloom of the shop. "Hello," said Harry awkwardly. "Ah, yes," said the man. Yes, I thought I'd be seeing you soon, Harry Potter." It wasn't a question. "You have your mother's eyes. It seems only yesterday she was in here buying her first wand. 10¼ inches long, swishy, made of willow. Nice wand for charm work." Mr. Ollivander moved closer to Harry. Harry wished he would blink. Those silvery eyes were a bit creepy. "Your father, on the other hand, favored a mahogany wand, 11 inches, pliable, a little more power, and excellent for transfiguration." "Well, I say your father favored it. It's really the wand that chooses the wizards, of course." Mr. Ollivander had come so close that he and Harry were now almost nose to nose. Harry could see himself reflected in those misty eyes. "And that's where—" Mr. Ollivander touched the lightning scar on Harry's forehead with a long white finger. "I'm sorry to say I sold that wand," he said softly. 13½ inches, powerful wand, very powerful, and in the wrong hands. Well, if I'd known what that wand was going to do onto the world..." He shook his head and then, to Harry's relief, spotted Hagrid. Rubius Hagrid, how nice to see you again. Oak, 16 inches, rather bendy, wasn't it?" "It was, sir. Yes," said Hagrid. "Good wand, that one. But I suppose they snapped it in half when you got expelled," said Mr. Ollivander, suddenly stern. Yes, they did, yes," said Hagrid, shuffling his feet. "I've still got the pieces, though," he added brightly. "But you don't use them," said Ollivander sharply. "Oh, no, sir," said Hagrid, quickly. Harry noticed he gripped his pink umbrella very tightly as he spoke. Said Mr. Ollivander, giving Hagrid a piercing look. "Well, now, Mr. Potter, let me see." He pulled up a long tape with silver markings out of his pocket. "Which is your wand arm?" Well, I'm right-handed," said Harry. "Hold out your arm, that's it." He measured Harry from shoulder to finger, then wrist to elbow, then shoulder to floor, knee to armpit, round his head. As he measured, he said, "Every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance, Mr. Potter. We use unicorn hairs, phoenix tail feathers, and the heartstrings of dragons. No two Ollivander wands are quite the same, just as no unicorns, dragons, or phoenixes are quite the same. And of course, you will never get such good results with another wizard's wand." Harry suddenly realized that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flittering around the shelves, taking down boxes. "That will do," he said, and the tape measure crumpled into a heap on the floor. Right then, Mr. Potter, try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it and give it a wave. Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a little bit, but Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. Maple phoenix feathers, 7 inches, quite whippy. Harry tried, but he had hardly raised the wand when it, too, was snatched back by Mr. Ollivander. No, here, ebony and unicorn hair, 8.5 inches springy. Go on, try it out. Harry tried and tried. He had no idea what Mr. Ollivander was waiting for. The pile of tried wands was mounting higher and higher on the spindly chair, but the more wands Ollivander seemed to pull from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry, we'll find the perfect match here somewhere. I wonder, why not? Unusual combination. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Harry took the wand. He felt a sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head, brought it swishing down through the dusty air, and a stream of red and gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dancing spots of lights into the hall. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, "Oh, bravo! Yes, indeed! Oh, very good! Well. How curious. How very curious." "Sorry," said Harry, "but what's curious?" Mr. Ollivander fixed Harry with his piercing stare. "I remember every wand I've sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It so happens that the phoenix whose tail feathers is in your wand gave another feather. Just one other. It is very curious indeed that you should be destined for this wand, when its brother gave you that scar." Harry swallowed. "Yes, 13.5 inches, you? Curious how these things happened. The wand chooses the wizard, remember. I think we must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter. After all, he who must not be named did great things. Terrible, yes, but great." Harry shivered. He wasn't sure he liked Mr. Ollivander too much. He paid 7 gold galleons for the wand, and Mr. Ollivander bowed them from his shop. The late afternoon sun hung low in the sky as Harry and Hagrid made their way back down Diagon Alley. Back through the wall, back through the leaky cauldron, now empty. Harry didn't speak at all as they walked down the road. He didn't even notice how many people were gawping at them on the underground, laden as they were with all their funny-shaped packages, and with a sleeping snowy owl on Harry's lap. Up another escalator, out into Paddington Station, Harry only realized where they were when Hagrid tapped him on the shoulder. "Got time for a bite to eat before your train leaves?" he said. He bought Harry a hamburger, and they sat down on plastic seats to eat them. Harry kept looking around. Everything seemed so strange, somehow. "You're right, Harry, you're very quiet," said Hagrid. Harry wasn't sure how he could explain. He just had the best birthday of his life, and yet he chewed his hamburger, trying to find the words. "Everyone thinks I'm special," he said at last. "All those people in the leaky cauldron, Professor Quirrell, Mr. Ollivander, but I don't know anything about magic at all. How can they expect great things? I'm famous, and I can't even remember what I'm famous for. I don't know what happened when the night when my parents died." Hagrid leant across the table. Behind his wild beard and eyebrows, he wore a very kind smile. "Don't you worry, Harry. You'll learn fast enough. Everyone starts at the beginning at Hogwarts. You'll be just fine. Just be yourself. I know it's hard. You've been singled out, and that's always hard. But you'll have a great time at Hogwarts. I did. Still do, as a matter of fact." Hagrid helped Harry onto the train that would take him back to the Dursleys, and then handed him an envelope. "Your ticket for Hogwarts," he said. "1st of September, King's Cross. It's all on your ticket. Any problems with the Dursleys, send me a letter with your owl. She'll know where to find me. See you soon, Harry." The train pulled out of the station. Harry wanted to watch Hagrid until he was out of sight. He rose to his seat and pressed his nose against the window. But he blinked, and Hagrid was gone. And there you have it. Chapter 5 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I told you guys that was going to be a packed one. And it was. Oh, it was so packed. We're really getting into the magical world now. This is one of my favorite chapters because you get the wand scene with Ollivander, which is all so spooky and mystical, and you see all of the rest of Diagon Alley, and honestly, you're right there with Harry with this sense of wonder and like, oh my god, look at this whole other world that's out there. But also because of that ending, because Harry, after getting all he wants, he feels very alone. But there are people out there for him, just like there are people out there for you and me. Anyways, emotional ending to the stream out of nowhere. Thanks so much for joining me on the Sleepy stream tonight. It was really great, through and through, from the Nier Automata to the Harry Potter. Well, you know what, Surya? You don't have to go back and read the books for the first time again, although I wish I could too, but you can come to the Sleepy stream every night and hear me read you the books, and technically that's the first time for that, because you've never heard me read the books aloud, so, through the terrible accents and everything, I'm sure when you can comprehend the words, it's a first-time experience. Anyways. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really am. It means a lot. And you know what? If you have any friends who who might like the Sleepy stream, let them know what's going on. And they can come by every night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is at least for the next week. Of course, as you know, I think, I've got my fall break. Not this week, but the week after that. So I'll be off stream for then. But anyways, up until then, at the very least, we'll keep going. So, wrap up, thank you all so much for dropping by the Sleepy stream. It really means a lot. I hope you guys are all feeling very relaxed and mellowed out and have a wonderful rest of your evenings. Stay cozy out there.